All right, so I want to talk a little bit about the periodic table and do some background information for you. So, we learned that there are 7 periods on the periodic table. And there are 8 main groups, and the main groups are represented by Roman numerals. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so those are the 8 main groups, and you have 7 periods. All right, and so these period numbers, they tell us how many energy levels are in an atom. This tells us the number of energy levels. And then our group numbers, the group numbers, I'm going to link them all together to make sure y'all understand that nothing is left out. I know it was a little sloppy. The group numbers tell us the number of valence electrons. Valence electrons refers to electrons on the outermost energy level. Now there is an exception. Helium, while it is in group 8, only has 2 valence electrons. All right? So all the other elements in group 8 will have 8 valence electrons, with the exception of helium. Helium only has 2 valence electrons, okay? So again, this looks like when you were in elementary school, you learned how to draw the Bohr model as a solar system. So if this is our nucleus, and if we're looking at hydrogen, hydrogen has 1 proton, and as an atom, it has 1 electron, all right? So there's a Bohr model for hydrogen. And notice hydrogen is is in period 1, and it has 1 energy level. But if I take a look at lithium, lithium is in period 2. Lithium has 2 energy levels. You have 2 electrons on the first energy level and 1 electron on the third energy level. That would be the 3 electrons. Now this right here, this outermost shell, that is a valence shell. And the electrons on that valence shell are called valence electrons. So lithium has 2 energy levels. It's in period 2. It's in group 1, which means it has 1 valence electron. So every element in period 1 has 1 valence electron. In group 1 has 1 valence electron, and every element in group 2 has 2 valence. 3 valence electrons, 4 valence electrons, 5, 6, 7, and 8, with the exception of helium, which only has 2 valence electrons. And then when we look at period numbers, every element in period 1 has 1 energy level, 2 energy levels, 3 energy levels, 4, so on and so forth, down to 7, where elements in period 7 will have 7 energy levels. All right, this is our review of the periodic table.